Good morning. Every morning, before I even get dressed or do anything, I meditate. And I meditate because that is the best time to meditate in my view, because you are not fully awake and you're not quite asleep and you're in between conscious states. And it's at that time where I receive messages that I can take through the day. It also calms down the cogs whirring in your brain before you've even started. When I talked about all the negative thoughts entering your head the minute you wake up, and before you know it, your life's going to be miserable all day. I meditate, and that stops me from doing that. But it also brings me messages. This morning, while I was meditating, I felt something land in my left hand, and it felt small but heavy, like a rock, which means to me that I have received something tangible that I'm not paying attention to. It's spirit drawing attention to something that I've received that I haven't paid attention to. And I saw a few other things as well. And I know what that means. And I'm going to tell you what that means for me. But before I do, I also heard this is not just for you. This is for lots of people out there. We are all connected energetically, and lots of people out there have received something that they are not paying attention to. That if they do pay attention to it, can lead them to something quite fulfilling. So have a think. Maybe you've received something. It could be an idea. Excuse me. It could be a tangible gift that you can see that you've not really paid too much attention to. It could be a person, a new person that's come into your life. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It could just be a friendship or an acquaintance that's come into your life that you've not really paid too much attention to. And that could be the key to something new and fulfilling, a new journey, a new venture. So, a few weeks ago, I got myself an allotment, and I've been waiting about 6 years to be able to get an allotment. And I got an allotment, and I was really grateful for that, because I have a very small garden, and it's just not big enough to grow vegetables. In my other house, I grew vegetables all the time. This allotment is in a right state. It really is, and it's massive. And so far, I haven't been to this allotment to try and sort any of it out. Some of it's due to the fact that I haven't had time, family commitments, the dog's been poorly and all that kind of thing. So I've not been. But Spirit reminded me this morning that I've waited 5 years for this thing, and I'm not paying any attention to it. And the rock falling in my hand is earth. It's part of the land. It's the earth. So I know that's what it is. So have a little think and see if you've had new people, a gift, a tangible gift, a new idea, something that's fleeting, that's come and gone. Maybe if it's just an idea. It could be an idea to do something different, but you've stopped yourself from doing it for whatever reason. Pay attention, because the ideas come to let you know that you're not stuck if you don't want to be, and that there is something that you've been given as a gift. Don't turn it down. So this morning, I'm going to pull 3 cards. I'm going to pull one from the Rider-Waite deck, one from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, which I will read the interpretation for, so I don't tell you anything wrong. And I'm going to pull another postcard from Spirit, mainly because I'm quite interested in finding out whether the postcard that gets pulled today is significant to what I'm saying this morning. I have a Rider-Waite card in my mind. I saw it this morning, and it would be interesting to find out if this card is going to come out while I'm while I'm throwing cards out, to see if it actually comes out. I'm not going to tell you what it is, just in case I'm wrong. I might tell you at the end, but I'm going to tell you now, actually, because it looks like I saw the Empress. Now, the Empress is Libra and Taurus in Venus. The Empress symbolises the earth, material plane. For Taurus, it's everything material: food, wealth, shelter, abundance, family. For Libra, it's all those things, but for Libra, it's also an idea, the birth of a new idea. The Empress is the mother, Mother Earth, the mother of all things. This could even signal an idea to start a new career, because it's a material world, the career, the idea, Libra, Taurus in Venus. So you watch. This bloody Empress ain't going to show us you today. So let's cut these cards. I've already filmed half of this once, and then the whole camera fell off and switched itself off. So let's see. Oh. Right, so we've got the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is exactly what I was saying, but it's not the Empress, obviously. The Four of Cups, you're looking at everything that you've got in front of you, and you've been offered something. Something's come to you, and you're not paying any attention to it. So something is being offered to you. It could be by the way of a thought. It could be anything. You've been given something, and you're not taking it up. Just like I've got an allotment and I'm not doing anything with it. I'm sat there looking at all my other commitments, and I've got this one thing that I really want is being handed to me, and I'm not doing anything with it. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. So there is something for some of you. It won't mean all of you, but there will be some of you out there that have had an idea, or they've been handed something, or they've been given an opportunity to do something or to work on something, and something is stopping them taking that opportunity and running with it. This is disappointment, because you're looking at what's in front of you and you're not looking at what's coming to you. So that's really interesting, actually, the Four of Cups. That's absolutely brilliant. And it does tie in with what I was saying. Something, you have been given something you're not paying attention to. That's amazing. You can't make these cards up. Right now we're doing A Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. Two more. Okay. One. Two. One. This one is regeneration. So I'm looking it up. That is number 46. 4 and 6 is a 10. It's a completion, an end of something, and a beginning of something else. So let's have a look. Right. Think back to what I said about my allotment. It's winter time. Everything is dead. The leaves are off. Well, it's not dead, but it's in sleep mode. The leaves are gone. The ground's barren. Regeneration. We're about to start. We're going to be embarking on spring soon, where everything will start to come back up. Winter is the end, where everything dies off and goes to sleep. We're coming into winter. We're starting a regeneration. This is amazing. Let me have a read. Number 46. Let me see what it says. Regeneration. Second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you may have perceived as a failure or a loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful, growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. If you're thinking about a relationship, the relationship message is, the world is based on connections and relationships. No matter what loss has occurred in the past or even now, death and endings are only illusions. There is life after death, love after loss. And in the moment, you are radiating the regenerative life force energy that makes you irresistible to love in all forms. Ooh. Now is the time when you will see evidence of this new emergence. Can you feel it? Love is rising up to greet you. Now the Four of Cups, where did I put it? Cups is emotions. Cups are love. Someone's offering, if this is a relationship, someone's offering you love and you're dismissing it. Maybe this person isn't the Adonis or the Barbie doll that you want, but there's something with this person that's permanent. Prosperity message. What happens when it appears? What happens when it appears you failed at something? Did you see the beauty in the lesson? The understanding that arises from difficulties is like a seed that lies dormant for some time. Then once it germinates in your subconscious, it pushes through into your awareness. It is becoming apparent that there is a new you, a new start. A more powerful version and form of what you began to plant in the garden of your imagination has surfaced. You are ripe for success. New opportunities, much better than those that came before, appear like gifts from the gods. You can't make this up. Now is one of those times when out of seeming loss and failure comes remarkable abundance. Do not dwell on the past, because you really are experiencing a rebirth. Thank you, Spirit, for that. And let's have a postcard from Spirit. And let's see if the postcard matches the theme for this morning. I love this. I just love this job. These cards are massive. They're really massive. Okay. Dearest you, isn't it amazing how things come around again, full circle, in ways you could not possibly have planned? You wonder how a dream could die, only to be resurrected years later when you're really ready. You thought it was time back then, but your wisdom knows better than your small self whose desires are unmet. Desires unmet. Desires unmet. Now here you are with a new opportunity to do things from a different, more mature perspective. We want you to trust that in this new opportunity for rebirth, you will be called in two directions, and the one that is unfamiliar will be the right one. In the unknown spaces, the uncharted places of infinite potential, we are waiting to guide you into your fullest life. Big bounty will come if you remain in the present. You have come full circle, and now you can see that everything changes, is made new, and is given new hope. Now that's what I was talking about, regeneration. Everything comes full circle. Everything dies off during the winter. It comes back to life during the spring and summer. It's a circle of life. So something, if this message means anything to you at all, it could be for any reason whatsoever. For me, it's an allotment. You've been given the gift to do something with it, to bring something knackered and in a right state back to life and get the abundance from that, the fresh fruit, the veg, the trees and everything else, and your little piece of heaven. That would be my little piece of heaven. I've already been given it and I'm not doing anything with it. Look in your life to see where you've been given a little piece of heaven, and maybe you've decided that it would mean a change for you, and so you're sitting on your laurels, or maybe not paid too much attention to it. Maybe it's time to start paying a bit more attention. Have a great Tuesday. Food for thought. Be kind. Bye-bye.